search for Nancy Guthrie, mother of NBC's Today co-anchor Savannah Guthrie, is entering its second week.
The 84-year-old Nancy Guthrie was reported missing last Sunday afternoon after she didn't show up at the church she regularly attended.
And an FBI spokesperson on Friday said that a message was sent to the Tucson-based television station KOLD. It is not clear what this new message was, as authorities are still conducting its review.
Learning about the new message, the Guthrie family on Saturday night urged the possible kidnapper on social media that they were ready to pay for the safe return of their mother. Let's watch that.
We received your message, and we understand. We beg you now to return our mother to us so that we can celebrate with her. This is the only way we will have peace. This is very valuable to us, and we will pay.
Pima County, Arizona Sheriff Chris Nanos on Thursday gave a detailed timeline of Nancy Guthrie's abduction. Nanos has informed that Guthrie's doorbell camera was actually disconnected at 1:47 a.m. on Sunday. Another camera on Guthrie's property detected motion at 2:12 a.m., but no video was recorded. Then at 2:28 a.m., Guthrie's pacemaker was disconnected from her cell phone, which was later found at the house.
Now, investigators said that a DNA test shows blood on Guthrie's front porch belongs to her, and that they believe that Nancy was taken from her house against her will.
President Trump on Friday told reporters that there are strong clues in the case. Let's listen.
I think we're doing very well on that regard. You're probably surprised to hear that. I think we're doing very well, meaning we have some clues, I think, that are very strong, and I think we could have some answers coming up fairly soon.
That's interesting because I know people are frustrated with the progress of this case. It's been 2 weeks. They have not apprehended anyone. They haven't gotten her back, if she is still alive. We don't really know yet, but the investigation will continue. I can just say that, well, as I was saying before we started talking about this, I think people get a wrongful impression from watching all those television police procedural shows, that kidnappings by strangers are very common. They are not common. Stranger abductions are extremely rare events, which would lead me to think it is someone actually in her life. And I don't know, but we obviously hope for her safe return. I think after this length of time, that gets less and less and less likely, but people should pray for that outcome, obviously.
Right. I think that because we hadn't talked about it, it's just a terrible situation for Savannah Guthrie. And I know the entire NBC and Today Show family and everybody that knew and loved her as somebody who, both of us, you put your perspective, you provide journalism, you provide analysis, many capacities that we work in. When something like this happens, it's never happened in my lifetime that I can remember. It puts like a fear that, you have to be extra precautious and safe, And I think that everyone is naturally nervous, hoping that there was a good outcome and maybe there were some wires crossed here. But obviously now that we're into the second week, it's really scary. And you just hope for the best, knowing that this is a trauma that no matter how it ends, is always going to impact their lives for the rest of their lives. It's hard, probably would be tough for Savannah to go back and, not be extra precautious after this about every single thing, no matter what the outcome is. So
sure. And the tough part is still to come. I mean, I certainly hope for a favorable outcome. That seems not likely to me.
Well, when I was watching a bunch of legal experts that have dealt with cases like this on variety networks, including News Nation, and the thing that's hard to decipher is the "we will pay" part of the last video. They said that once they got that impression, that would signal to them that they've seen behind the scenes some proof of life to say "we will pay," that those words were particularly specific in saying that, well, since they're mentioning that, now they're continuing the communication, so they might have seen that her mom is still alive. So I'm still hopeful that they are able to bring her mom home. But like you said, when you get this far into it and this many days and the timeline keeps moving, and the public, probably rightfully so, is being left in the dark as FBI and now everyone, local law enforcement, tries to figure this out. It's really, just a concerning situation that it could go, like you said, either way.
Right. I mean, the idea that occurs to me is someone making it look like a kidnapping would be to cover whatever had happened seems more likely. But again, just speculation, and certainly hope she is returned safely. And thoughts and prayers to the Guthrie family.
And the president seemed confident. So that...
Yeah, I hope that investigators behind the scenes do have some clue would be a nice thought.
Next on Rising, I'll be reacting to President Trump's now deleted racist post of Michelle and Barack Obama.